And this book is presented by Mr. Matt Mirage. Take it away, Matt. What is it called?
Hey, this is The Contact Sheet. This is a book printed by AMO, I guess. It's American Modern Books. They're out of L.A. This is one of those retail runovers that ended up at half-price books. I was like, $3.90. I can swing $3.99 for a new book.
Yeah.
Looks pretty cool. So it basically the book covers the fact that not every iconic shot was a one and done, and a lot of people have the misconception when you see a lot of famous photographs. Oh, is there naked people now? Oh, there is. Let's change
Whoopsie.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Show the actual contact sheets. So, yeah, the biggest misconception when you see an iconic photograph, especially like Henri Cartier-Bresson, any war photographer, a lot of famous portrait shooters, you think, that's a one and done. They only took one shot to get it. And this kind of showcases, minty fresh.
Ooh la la.
Yeah.
I saw that one when he was flipping through.
But it showcases the whole contact sheet and then kind of gives a little blurb either from someone related to the photographer if they're deceased or from the photographer themselves on kind of what it took going into that decisive shot that ended up being. And there's a lot of photographers in there I didn't know, but then there was a couple of well-known ones in there too. Just kind of a nice little browse around, but I was like, $3.99, half-price books, hell yeah. Pick it up. And
That's cool, Marilyn.
so it's just kind of cool. It's that kind of stuff you don't see unless you go to a photographer's like retrospective show when they start showing this kind of stuff. You don't see this stuff very often.
That is cool. Look at that. That's contact sheets
Whoa, Tricky Dick.
of Nixon getting onto the chopper.
Yeah, so
Which is-
like I said,
That's
it's
amazing.
It's the whole shoot. Yeah,
Yeah.
You get a greater
It's like the
appreciation.
Zapruder film. This is how Nixon
I guess
did his peace
photographers
signs.
probably shot on a Nikon. Photojournalists had a really quick thumb, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
before the
or
automated
winders.
rollers,
I mean, because you could buy a winder for that.
Yep.
But,
No,
which is interesting because how do you feel about people looking at your contact sheets?
like my own.
50 years
Like
later.
you have one piece of paper on an 8x10 of an 8x10.
Yeah, but
your 120s and your 35s.
Yeah.
I'm always very reluctant to let people look at my contact
It took me
sheets.
3 years to see one of Leslie's,
Oh,
and she's still.
Why
like,
is that?
They're naked. They're unedited.
That's
They're,
it.
You're
They're
seeing
naked.
everything you shot.
Exactly.
But they're kind of cool.
Not me.
Mark's
Hold that up,
picture.
Mark.
The picture.
Playing chess, but she's naked.
still
I
browsing the
don't
nudies in there.
understand.
I choose what I want you to see, but if
Yeah.
you look at the contact sheet,
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
you're seeing it all.
Whoa.
The longer I go, the
This reminds me of a book that I've got. I'll bring it in sometime for a book of the month. I have a book of Jerry Mankiewicz contact sheets that he did. It's called the London Yard Sessions of Jimi Hendrix for the album covers. And it's, that's such an iconic album cover, the fisheye of the whole band on the Experience. But to see a whole book of all the contact sheets and how many different permutations and
different
hairstyles
setups.
and jackets for them and different lighting and then you see the one that they actually used and it's circled 100 times.
yeah
in
with,
grease
with,
pencil.
with the
Yes,
with the red
yes.
And
grease pen,
that's
yeah.
when they knew that they had it, and it's it's gives you goosebumps to see all
And
the
that's what's
different
funny
variations.
because everybody always wants to know everybody else's thought process and kind of puts you in the situation. But
Yeah.
coming from the photographer standpoint, you're like, no, that's not what no.
That's my rough sketches. You don't want to see the
you
rough
don't-
sketches.
Yeah, you don't need to know what happened going into that. And
But it's also inspirational to see, even the greatest photographer in the world takes them 100 shots to get the good ones. So
Exactly.
just because you take 24 in a roll and none of them are print worthy, don't feel bad.
yeah, so I thought it was a great little pickup. I highly recommend if anybody has any secondhand or slightly used bookshops like a Half Price Books, just go in. There's so many cool photo books you can get. I'm starting to find ones of like local photographers, and usually if you find local photographers, there's probably not a lot of them out there, especially those old felt. The not the felt cover, just like the old hard cover that are just like
They're
one
cloth covered,
Yes,
but yes.
yeah, the cloth hardcover books. Usually those are local or college, college known photographers, and then that really didn't make it out of the area. Those are the real gems, and you can find kind of stuff like this in those as well.
Picture
Right.
is amazing. That's worth $4 alone to see those pictures.
The
Dorothy Lange.
To see contact sheets of the Dorothea
we
Lange
always
migrant
see
mother.
that image.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you don't see the rest.
You don't
yeah.
see the rest.
There's three more in this book.
Oh, can you hold those up?
The duds.
It's like seeing 3 early versions of the Mona Lisa. Like it's just amazing
Right,
to see
yeah.
different versions of it.
Yeah, and I think
Or the
that's
crumpled up Gettysburg Address. It was thrown away.
Actually, the one we always see now.
Yeah, and you can tell it's obviously cropped from the original too, and it's something unique to photography. It really is, because you were talking about it's like seeing someone's pre-drawings for a painting. You don't see that unless you actually strip the painting and you see what was underneath it. Yeah.
And when you see this very iconic shot of Dorothea Lange, you assume that was one shot.
Yeah.
Because
It looks like a candid.
The emotion
sort of,
in it. Yeah.
Exactly. And wow, here's 3 more.
Yeah.
And
You folks out there listening, get on your device and just Google Dorothea Lange. You'll see the iconic shot. Of course, you can go to our show notes.
Yeah, you might not know the name, but you'll know the picture.
yeah, from the Depression,
A Dust Bowl.
the Dust Bowl.
Wow.
So yeah, I thought that was a cool book.
Cool book.
Thank
very
you
cool
very
book.
much,
Yeah.
Matt.